Hey, Mark King here, and here's a story by the Daily Mail. It's kind of like a follow up news piece. So I think, was it late last year? Anyway, this is by Daily Mail. This is by Parsons for the Daily Mail Australia, right? So, yes, this happened late last year, December 9th. So, a very gorgeous woman used to be, right? So, this is a really touchy one, but I want to talk about it for a different reason, right? So, title Volcano Eruption Survivor 23 opens up about losing her father and her younger sister as she recovers from horrific injuries, including burns to 70% of her body and losing parts of her finger. Okay, so in this, she recounts with the details. I won't get too much into that. She said they may have been saved if help had arrived soon, of course. They would have been saved if think they would have been saved. It's but the reason I bring this up is not so much for the story, but it's about lessons, right? So, like, okay, so if you want to have kids, right, don't do anything even remotely dangerous, right? Because you gotta protect yourself. Even if you have kids, right? You don't go parachuting, you don't go parasailing, you don't do any of those extreme activities. If you have a motorcycle, give it up. It's like some people like don't think it happened to them because it's that 1%. Somebody has to be that 1%. You have 100 people in a room, somebody is the 1%. This is what people fail to understand. Yes, you think it's a low number, but somebody, it'll happen to somebody. That's it. This is why you have to do everything in your power not to do these risky things. So she seems like a well-off girl, and but let's just go into a little bit of story. A survivor of the White Island volcano eruption has opened up about losing her family members. Okay, Stefan Browett, 23, suffered third-degree burns. We talked about that in the coast of Wakantan in New Zealand on December 9th. She's one of 38 people on the island. Okay, they were touring, and the reason had plenty of passengers on board of the Royal Caribbean Ovation, a sea cruise liner. Her mother stayed on the ship. I I I want to call it a little ghetto. I ain't going to no island with an active volcano. Again, you don't know when it'll happen, right? And like her dad should have better common sense. Her mom should have better common sense. And again, this is them here. It's just like they're very attractive, and like something like this happens, and it's just like it didn't need to. No, I mean you have much better aerial coverage. You don't need to actually go there. You know, I mean it's just my opinion. Maybe I have the scared gene. You know, I lack that gene of courage. Maybe that's it. But again, if you want to have a kid, if you have kids, you don't do these things. You have to live for somebody else. Okay, that's the problem. Okay, and it's a tragic. It's very tragic and it's sad. Here's a picture of the helicopter. The road is destroyed and looked like all of it was melted. In the story, the first thing that they talked about is like her dad noticed ashes coming from the volcano, but didn't think much of it. A lot of people wouldn't think much of it. Hey, you think it was normal. Let's see. The group waited for over an hour for help to arrive and were gripped by the fear of the second eruption. Pilot Mark Law from the aviation tour company Kaul Helicopters had seen the eruption from the mainland. He decided to fly to the island to offer assistance. Moments later, another chopper piloted by Jason Hill and Tom Story also arrived at the scene and began ferrying the severely injured off the island. Stephanie, her father, told Jason and Tom to take his daughter first. He stayed behind and eventually died 4 weeks later in the hospital. Now that must have been painful, my goodness. To this day, Stephanie and the family had no wonder what happened to Crystal. She was not with her before. She was boarded onto the helicopter and her body has not been recovered. Again, this is a sad story, but I just want to talk about it and just take the perspective of, look, don't do these type of things, okay? Things are dangerous. Your life is worth more than just sightseeing and getting thrills, and this is nonsense, okay? This is what people should really tell you in the school system. Should really educate people. So I just try that. I think I try to educate a lot more. Let's take a different perspective. That's why I try to do these stories. Anyway, that's it. That's all I want to talk about. I won't get too much deeper into the story. So again, these things can happen. You just gotta watch yourself, and especially if you have kids live for other people. Don't take risks. The adrenaline rush isn't worth it. All right. So take care, share, say, subscribe, thumbs up.